So hello and welcome back to Goomedes Coins and Banknotes, and today we have some Notgeld from Portugal. So Notgelds are an extensive issue of banknote that has been issued by various countries. Actually, not really countries, just like places within countries. So these ones were issued by the municipality Arcos de Valdevez, and it's issued by the Hospital of St. Joe's. So this is a hospital that was, the building was constructed in 1885, or inaugurated, but the building is currently still used as a hospital, so it's still an extant institution. And in 1917 to 1920 they issued these, and this is roughly the heyday of Portuguese Notgeld. So if you don't know what Notgeld is, it's a banknote or a coin that was issued by a non-central government. So, and they were not legal tender throughout Portugal. They just represented a legal tender coin or banknote. So this represented the 5 centavos. So these would have been accepted in the hospital grounds, probably to pay bills, probably at the cafeteria, if they had a cafeteria, and probably because it's a recognised institution, probably by providers around. But the motto on this banknote is, it says, if you're a friend of good, make this banknote useless. So in essence, if you want to do a good deed, don't use this banknote. So basically, I believe that because all these banknotes are in uncirculated condition, they were sold as a money raising type of initiative. Now, a lot of other provinces in Portugal or municipalities issued their own banknotes, and a lot of those circulated. So a lot of them have, you can tell they've been circulated, they've been folded, they have lots of holes and pinholes, lots of dirt. But these ones, you always, I've never found a circulated one, so you always find them in this condition. So what does this have on the banknote? So we have patterns of circles or shields with flowers. I'm not too sure what flowers they are. We have the coat of arms of Portugal, the Portuguese cross, the crown. So we have a globe, so the world, and we have the crown up top. But in this time period, so the crown would have represented, because the actual institution come about rough, I think it's about, let's have a look. It's actually quite old. About 1595 by King Philip I. So that's the actual place itself. Now the hospital, as I've said before, 1885, but it would have been also by Royal Charter. So, and here we have the actual building. So this is facing the street level. So the street level is actually lower than the building. And here we have the main staircase up to it, and this doesn't show the actual staircase leading down to the road. So here we have the main structures, and it doesn't look like they have the extension at the back, and so that must be a later addition. And on this side we have a woman looking after one child and giving food to another child, obviously, who represents poverty. This child represents probably someone in the hospital. So basically that's what this banknote is, and we have the initials, so JJG, probably the person who designed this banknote, but I don't have any information on it. Okay, so the smallest denomination is the 5 centavos, like we have here. Then we have the 10 centavos. This is the best banknote because blue, yellow and red, the primary colours, make nice banknotes. Although yellow wouldn't show up that well on a white background. You need a black background for that. Okay, so all of these are pretty much the same. 20 centavos. That's a green one. And here's the actual other side of it. Then we have the 30 centavos, so a bit of an odd denomination. And the coins at the time, Portugal issued 1 to 5 centavos. 10 centavos was silver. I think it was a 20 or 25 and 50 centavos. But in the 1920s they removed they changed the 10 centavos to a bronze coin. Okay, that one. But I'm not too sure if I made an extensive video catalogue of Portuguese coins. I'll endeavour to make that. I'm currently in the process of making coins on Japan. Okay, so the highest denomination they issued is the 50 centavos. And this set costs about 40-50 bucks. So 40-50 Australian dollars is what you'll be paying for one of these. You can convert that into your own currency, but it does not include postage. Okay, so that's the actual banknotes itself. Not really an exciting set like a lot of Notgelds. The design's the same. Some countries and some places issue Notgelds with different designs, but this one is not one of them. Okay, so if you go to Numista, you can see they have a page on the 20 centavos. It has information about the banknote, the translation, and just basically that's it. And it has how much they cost. Now I'll put 20 bucks, but that's probably for the whole set. Okay, date, blah 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 blah. Municipality of Arcos de Valdevez, district of Viana do Castelo. And if we go forward, we have an extensive series. So you've got 5, 10, 20, 50, 30 and 50. So it looks like we've got two 50s. The dimension of the ones I have is 89 times 60 millimeters. And here's the catalogue number. Okay, so basically, and if you look on the internet, you can see. Okay, so it's lots of. So you've got two pictures of the actual building itself. So this is the city, and here we have some banknotes, and here's some other pictures of the city itself. Okay. Once again, just quick. So here we have other Notgelds that we issued. Most of these are World War One or in the 1920s, but some of them are not. Like the Philippines ones were issued in the Second World War. And you can see some countries are missing. So there's no Serbia. There is no Netherlands. Is there Netherlands? No Netherlands. And Switzerland. So, but you do have Italy. And there is Russian Notgeld. So it's under the Russian during the Civil War. But a lot of this is issued by smaller governments, provincial governments. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's some businesses. So you got the railway as well. So this is Notgeld. I'm not too sure why this is not issued under Notgeld. It's pretty much not a united thing. Okay. Here's the website to the actual hospital itself. So here's the hospital building that's on those banknotes. And it costed 2,800,000 rays to build. So at the time, I think the smallest silver denomination was 50 rays or maybe 100 rays. So really, that is an expensive building. So if we take 100 rays, yeah. That says 28,000 rays or what is the very valuation? That's it, 2,800 escudos. So really, yeah, at the time the rays had a lot higher value. Okay, and then we have the history. So this is the actual history of the district, not the hospital itself. Okay, it's the committee by which the Brotherhood is initially governed dates from 1619. So it's a very old place. And if we're looking at the signatures, so we're looking at the 1917. So the earliest, they call it providers or governors. And This one's 1906, so we're looking at 1917 to 1920s. And we have Germano Jose de Amorum. And if you look at the signatures, it looks pretty much like that's him, Amorum. So I'm going to say that's that guy because he was also governor from 1919 to 1930, so that time period. Okay, and this is the actual district itself. Sorry, I'm not screen capturing this because that's just a pain in the ass to do when you edit it. So we have the Arcos de Valdevez. I don't want to say that name anymore. It's just a bit hard. So we've got the flag and the coat of arms. So that's not on the actual banknote. And here's the region. So basically got Galicia in Spain up north. And we've got, so this actually borders Spain itself. We've got information about the history. And then we've got some buildings. And this is all the cities that are actually, or towns. Administratively, the municipality is divided into 36 parishes. And we've got a population. So the population's been pretty stagnant for about 200 years. So really, there's no growth. 1960, 38,000, but then it's dropped to the 1801 level pretty much. So that's over a 200-year period. And if we look, okay, so this is Google Maps. And here's a building, 2024, getting refurbished. Can we go, we can see other dates as well. So earliest is 2010, and as you can see, aren't they the nice planting feature? Looks like they got rid of that, but that fencing has been up for quite a while. And oh yeah, so they've actually dug up the tree there. They had a problem with the tree, and that's what you see. Okay, so here they've gotten rid of the trees, which is sad. Looks like they put in some drainage. Oh, and that garden feature's still there. So actually it looks quite nice. 2024, is there any more? Oh no, 2025 May, they've gotten rid of it. So it's really sad. And they've also planted some other trees around it, or probably smaller trees. Looks like that definitely looks like it's some type of drainage feature. So, and if you want to look at it on the map of the actual place. Okay, so basically this is the hospital here, has H for hospital. And there's some other buildings around there. So this is another one, doctor. Then we have healthcare centre. So this is just a healthcare precinct. Got a hostel, and look on the other side. So basically that's the other side building, and looks like they've got some facilities underground. Okay, and there's a car park, and all those people, they drive on the wrong side of the road. So anyway, that's where you want to look. And if you want to zoom out, you can actually go zoom. So there's the coast, Spain's over here, you can see the border. You can also do other stuff as well. So it looks like this is a heavily forested region, and it's probably just a nice place to actually go and have a look at. So these Notgelds are actually very interesting. My favourite is the 10 because the colour blue, it just looks quite nice. Anyway, so hope this helps you if you're collecting of your banknotes, especially the Portuguese Notgeld. Let me know what you think. Have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time, and take care.